nearlydanish.com.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's get ready to rumble!
All right, so this is mock test 13. Okay, so for those of you who are here for the first time, we've been recording the sessions. We started on the 26th of February, so ages ago, almost 3 months ago. And if you're here for the first time, there is a YouTube channel that's called Nearly Danish TV. You can find all the previous sessions. Go to this channel, look under playlists. There's 2 playlists, one for Info's That's Porn and one for Melbourne Escapes Porn. So have a look at those if you've missed them. Next one. So we have 9 days to the test. Yeah, basically it's 9 days. If you haven't started practicing, then I don't know, man. Lastminute.com. There's still hope, but you have to put in a lot of time and you put yourself under a lot of pressure. All right. So this is a poll. Would you like to meet up and celebrate after the exam? Let me know. Okay, so 136 of you say yes, that you would like to meet and celebrate. Usually we actually, I organize a barbecue in Copenhagen. After the test, I can see that a whole bunch of you are interested. So we might, maybe not the barbecue, maybe we'll just go to a cafe or something, because sometimes it's a bit stressful organizing that barbecue. But 136 people say yes, 11 people don't care, 40 people can't come to Copenhagen, and 17 said no. So noted. That was just a poll. Let me just find out. All right, so the goal here is to get your profile to 100%. If you are here for the first time, you do not know what I'm talking about, but a profile will be created for you automatically on the website. It will look like this. And the goal is to get your profile to 100%. So every time you complete a quiz, your level of preparation goes up by a certain percentage. And you have to complete a quiz 9 times before it gets to 100%. Now, if you're under pressure, I wouldn't say you should do it 9 times. Do it twice, 3 times. That's enough. Okay? So you don't spend so much time on one quiz or one set of quizzes. So please get that done if you haven't started already. So through M, last time I checked, she had completed 194 quizzes today. So this is the second time through M is actually showing up on this list. Round of applause to her. Well done, through M. She's put in a lot of work. I hope the rest of you are putting in work as well. All right. I think that was it for the pleasantries. We start now. There's 215 people today. Wow. Yes, this is a frequently asked question. And majority of you got this right. 8 of you got this wrong. Please get it right next time.
Now you know what you don't know.
Next one. This is the moment to be proud of you guys, definitely. A little bit more people got this wrong. 17 people got this wrong. You are not obligated to be a member of a file fereniging. Okay, next one. Hopefully you guys do really well today. Let's see. All right. This is actually on the timeline. I don't know if I've shown you guys this already. Well, I actually have. So the timeline, I'm still putting it in today. I put in the 90s and 1976, I think. 1976. Yes. And that's what this was about, right? Lelon, yeah. So equal pay for equal work. And for those of you who are here for the first time, you can find the timeline on nearlydanish.com. Scroll down and click on timeline, and it gives you this. And it starts all the way from the 1840s. I am still working on it. Hopefully, before the test, I'll have everything on there. All right, moving on. Yeah, that was just arbitrary. I'm gonna put the rest of them. So before 1840 as well. All right, so it's getting a bit more difficult now. So nine, no, 29 people got this wrong. This is a semi-frequently asked question, so you must know this as well. Okay, so what's going on? How many have we done so far? Not up to five. You know the answer to this, right? You guys are quick.
Bruh.
All right, 215 people got this right. So this is the highest we've gotten so far since we started in February 26th. Round of applause to you guys. You all want to get a shout out. Yeah, man, make it to the top five. You'll get shouted out. Next one. Okay, at the moment we have Dance Pro. As usual, we know Dance Pro. Dance Pro has been to most, well, I've seen the name in most of the Kahoot sessions. So well done to you. Of course, we have Even. Even is like the guy that makes these sessions very, very funny and interesting. We've got Yenzeman, of course, Nicholas and Joe. Nicholas, sorry about the last time. I actually forgot that you showed up to almost all the sessions. And Joe is a name I haven't seen before. Shout out to you. Round of applause to you. First time. And then we have Moon up 13 places.
Great job.
That's a jump. 40 questions to go. All right. So the first railway line in Denmark was from 1834, I think. It was between Copenhagen and Roskilde. What the heck is going on? It's on the timeline as well. I think it's 1847, not 37. So there it is. Um, between Copenhagen and Roskilde. All right. Next one. Nicholas is now at the top. 1847. So DAX, the question on Nearly Danish is in what decade was the first railway built? That's why it says 1840s, but the year specifically is 1847. Okay, Venoblu, Helena, okay. Yeah, it was built in the 1700s. This is definitely a weak spot. I have not put it under timeline just yet, but it will appear there, hopefully within the next week. Um, well, how many people got this wrong? Over 100 people got this wrong. 120 something.
Now you know what you don't know.
That's a weak spot. But now you know what you don't know. Of course, there's a quiz about this. I think this is in chapter 6. Have a look at that later on. Okay, so the top five has been reshuffled. Dance pronoun number 1, Amy 2, even still in the top five at number 3. Lolly at 4 and Triple S at 5. I think I've seen all these names before.
Great job.
Next one. Can't see the screen. You know the answer to this, right? It'll be interesting if we go. Oh! Oh my God. Wow.
Wow!
218 people got this right. Okay, I need to take a screenshot. 1 second. Give me a second here. Let me just get this on. This is a special moment. Okay, I'll save this. All right, well done. Round of applause. Okay, well done. Next one. Captain Matt Cakes now in the top five. Okay, 30 people got that wrong. 16. For the people that have been practicing, I'm sure these mock tests are getting easier and easier and easier for you. And hopefully on the day of the test, you will find the test easy as well. 30 people got this wrong. Now you know what you don't know.
Now you know what you don't know.
Next one. Amy is out. Leo, Liz, and FMZ are in at 4 and 5. Oh man, what's going on today? This is crazy.
Wow!
Okay. Another screenshot, man. This is crazy. What's going on? Okay, let me save this as well. Well done, you guys. Well done. Okay, Captain Matt Cake's back in the top five. Everybody is over 9.4K. Logan back with an answer streak of 3.
Oh my! He's on fire!
Okay, well done. Well done, you guys. Well done. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
My voice is gone. Can you guys hear me? Okay. Yes, so Anas Matheson is actually a musician. I think he was a jazz musician. Um, oh, what am I saying? Flipping heck, man. A stand-up comedian. Oh God. Making these stupid mistakes. Let me see. He's in performing arts. I didn't put up a quiz for him. Okay. 84 people got this wrong. Well, now I know what I don't know.
Now you know what you don't know.
I made a mistake on that. I actually didn't know the answer to this one. Next one. Okay. Neither did Even and some other people as well. Dance Pro holding number 1, FMZ, Captain Matt Cakes, Baobab, and Leo Liz. I think I spoke to Baobab. She was having some problems with her profile, and now hopefully you don't have those same problems. Next one. All right. So homosexual couples have the same marriage rights as heterosexual couples in Denmark. 12 people got that wrong. This is a frequently asked question. Captain Matt Cakes climbing the charts now at number 2. Ashmi is the highest climber, up 12 places. Well done.
Great job.
Next one. I think we did this on the last one as well. Let's see how many of you actually remember. All right, this is also on the timeline. It's 1913. Let me check. So it's 2 years before women got the right to vote. 1913. So remember that. Okay, next one. All right, first time we have a static top 5.
Static top 5.
Okay, 1973. Most of you know this already. FMZ overtook Captain Matt Cakes. Can someone please share the pin with him? Ludwig Holbier. That's a FAQ. All right, what's going on here? So we had question number 20 now. So we have Dance Pro, Captain Matt Cakes, FMZ, Baobab, and Leo Liz. Seems like the competition is between Captain Matt Cakes and FMZ. Captain Matt Cakes is ahead of FMZ by just 1 point. Bird is the highest climber, up 13 places.
Excellent.
Next one. You know the answer to this, right? No. He didn't write the national anthem. Okay, yes. So the monarch always has to be a member of the church because they lead the church. They're the head of the church. So the monarch is the only person that actually doesn't have religious freedom in Denmark. We talked about this quite a few times. So for the 7 people that got this wrong,
Now you know what you don't know.
next one. All right, we have a static top 5.
Static top 5.
Next one. Dia is back in the game. 3 in a row.
Excellent.
Next one. You guys are doing really well tonight. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
First Tuesday in October. That's when the Folketing year starts, first Tuesday in October. 26 people got this wrong.
Now you know what you don't know.
Next one. Okay, that thing between FMZ and Captain Matt Cakes heating up. 31 participants reached an answer streak of 6.
Great job.
Next one. Abby, don't worry, man. What matters is that you know. Can someone share the code with Miss Reen? All right, so the executive power is with the government. So power split 3 ways. I think this is on the timeline as well. 1814. Let's see. Where is it? 1864. What the heck is it, man? 1849. There we go. So the legislative power, executive power, and judiciary. You can see the executive power is with the government, legislative is with the Folketing and the government, and the judiciary is with the courts. And this question was asking about this, so it's with the government. All right, next one. Peon, you like the timeline? Glad to hear that. Yeah. Hamlet. Hornborough Castle is known for Hamlet. Okay, what's going on here? 72 people got that wrong.
Now you know what you don't know.
Not so frequently asked question. So potential new question. Dance Pro FMZ Holding. Captain Matt Cakes got that wrong and fell out. Baobab now on the podium at number 3. Ramal and Caro 4-5. That was a combo breaker. 9 participants dropped the answer streak of 11. Sorry, guys. Okay.
Bruh.
Next one. Even I could probably do that, but not, as quickly as you would hope. Yeah, so the plague from 1350 killed about half the population of Denmark. This plague hit the whole of Europe, actually. So it wasn't just Denmark. 60 people got that wrong. This is a slightly, actually, no, this is an FAQ.
Now you know what you don't
So
know.
please, you need to know the answer to this. Dance Pro, oh man. Yeah, it's not mentioned in the timeline because it's from 1350, but I will put all that stuff there. Everything is gonna be in the timeline. I'm trying my best, so please be patient. Okay, Dance Pro fell out of the top 5. That was your weak spot.
Now you know what you don't know.
FMZ, Baobab, Rimal, Caro, and Anya. All right. I know Anya is very competitive. Tough round, 4 participants lost the answer streak of 6. Next one. I put this on the timeline today. That's the only reason I remember it, actually. This is from chapter 5. Most of you got this right. Round of applause. So it's Inger Christensen. And you can also find this on the timeline. This is from the 90s, so 1991. I put a picture up on that today, and that's why I remember. And there we go. That was when her book was published. All right. On to the next one. Caro now on the top. Sorry, on the podium at number 3. Okay, so the state is responsible for the police. 9 people got that wrong. This is FAQ. So please get it right next time.
Now you know what you don't know.
All your mistakes will show up on your profile, so fix them. Anya, now at number 4, Baladai. So Anya and Baladai, special shout out to you guys, man, because I remember you came to the event at the cafe. So it was really nice to meet you guys. And here you are in the top 5 again. Round of applause. Yoni making a comeback with 3 in a row.
Excellent.
Next one. Chapter 5 as well. Lucas Forkhammer. Here's the lead singer and Lucas Graham. There's a quiz about this, chapter 5, and also in the individuals as well. So 54 people got that wrong. Get it right next time. It's a question that's never been asked before. We have a static top 5.
Static top 5.
Martin back with an answer streak of 3.
Oh my! He's on fire!
Next one. FAQ as well. Okay, I thought it was going to be another explosion, but it wasn't. So 1920 was when Denmark reunited with Sønderjylland. This was also around the time of the Easter crisis where the king dissolved the government because they didn't agree with him when he said that he wanted more of Schleswig. Okay, how many people got this wrong? 13 people got this wrong.
Now you know what you don't know.
This is an FAQ, so this is one of the questions that you must know the answer to, so please get it right next time. Anya, now on the podium at number 3. Round of applause to Anya. Four people lost the answer streak of 4. Sorry, guys. Next one. Okay, so FH represents the employees and the collective bargaining process. And that's how the wages are decided in Denmark. We have 49 people got that wrong.
Now you know what you don't know.
This is a frequently asked question, so please get it right. Carol took her spot back. Dea is making a comeback with 3 in a row.
Excellent.
Okay, so we have 20 questions left. We just saw this, right? We just talked about this. Okay, so I guess 17 people weren't listening. Okay, next one. Balladai jumped 2 spots. Wow. Okay, next one. Okay, so Aarhus is the second biggest. Someone said, C said, I feel in the mock test we're doing almost the same questions all the time. Nah, that's not true. We're not doing the same questions. So it's always a mixture of frequently asked questions and questions that's never been asked before. And the mock tests are designed like the actual test. So sometimes it's harder. So when it's harder, it's less frequently asked questions. And sometimes it's easier. So when it's easier, it's more frequently asked questions. This one is particularly easier. I put in more frequently asked questions here to test, who has actually got a grip on the frequently asked questions. And so far, so good. Majority of you actually do have a grip on this. So round of applause. Yeah, so that's well, let's get on with the session. Let's see how you guys keep doing. Okay, we have a static top 5 again.
Static top 5.
Triple R, answer streak of 3.
Oh my! He's on fire!
Next one. Nah, okay, so I'm going to make the next test hard. So today's test is easy. The next one, I'm just giving you guys a heads up. It's not going to be easy. I'm going to squeeze you a bit more and prepare for that one, okay? Okay, September settlement 1899. This is also on the timeline. 52 people got that wrong. Static top 5, Martin back with an answer streak of 3. Let's say people will call in sick. Please don't call in sick. Come and test yourself. If you can do well on the one that's gonna happen on Wednesday, then you're ready basically. Okay, what's going on here? Yeah, so if it's a closed door court case, then no one is allowed. Okay. 38 people got this wrong. Please get it right next time. Anya fell out of the top 5. Triple S is now in. That was a combo breaker. All right, another explosion. Anyways, someone asked, what did you say? He said, RBCJ, how many more Zoom sessions until the test? So we have a session on Wednesday, and then a session on Sunday, and then a session on Tuesday night, the night before the test. So we have 3 sessions left. Okay. I hope that answered your question. Is it possible to start early? What do you mean? Next one. Oh, the test is on Tuesday. Shucks. Man. So we're having it on Sunday and Monday. We just talked about this. So the question is, how is the minimum wage decided in Denmark? Okay, sorry, I need to repeat. Someone just asked, how many sessions do we have? We have 3 sessions. We have the usual session on Wednesday, the usual session on Sunday, and we're going to have a session the night before the test, which is Monday night. So we're going to have 2 sessions back to back, Sunday night and Monday night. Okay? All right. Next one, static top 5. Annabelle, we're going to do it at the usual time, 8. We're going to do it at the usual time. I'm not going to change the time. All right. So Jan Utzon designed the Sydney Opera House. Okay. Well done, guys. But that was a combo breaker. That's a frequently asked question. So please get that right next time. This one is a tricky one. Evan says, I don't trust Chips. He's only been to the real test 2 times. Yeah. So Denmark exports more to the US, but trades more, which is import and export with Germany. So Denmark, Evan says, I don't trust Chips. He's only been to the real test 2. Nah, man, I was there only 1 time, bro. And I passed it the first time. I got 37 out of 40. That was 2019, and that was when they didn't have Danish values. But yeah, I had to put that straight, I had to address that. Anyways, moving on. So no one has budged in this top 5. Static top 5.
Static top 5.
How many times to pass the test? What do you mean? Only once, man. This guy. Oh, how many points? Wow, okay. That's okay. So there's 45 questions in the test. Okay? 45 questions in the test. 35 questions are from the learning material. So from history. 5 questions are from current affairs. And 5 questions are from Danish values. So the first 35 questions are history questions. Question 36 to 40 is current affairs. And question 41 to 45 is Danish values. To pass the test, you have to get a total of at least 36 out of 45. And of those 36, at least you need to get at least 4 out of 5 Danish values questions correct. What does that mean? That means that if you get 35, history questions correct. And so all 35 history questions correct and all current affairs questions correct, and you fail 2 Danish values questions, it doesn't matter, you fail the test. So the last 5 questions are actually the most important questions. Okay? We had a Danish value session where I showed you how to approach those questions. They're not difficult questions. You just have to think of them in a certain way. There is a video. It's on the YouTube channel. If you missed that session, please watch that video. It's important. I hope that answered your question. All right, moving on. All right, so Christianstad, Kristiansand, and Christiania, which is now called Oslo. 13 people got that wrong. This top 5 hasn't budged in ages. Current affairs now. So the theme of this question, we'll talk about this after you guys are done. Okay, so a lot of you got this wrong. Okay, so the theme of this question is the government. So the government is made up of the prime minister and all the ministers. Usually there is at least one question about the government in the current affairs. On your profile, you can find under current affairs, you will see a quiz dedicated to that. So please make sure you take that quiz and make sure you know all those ministers and the prime minister, obviously. All right. Next one. Yanzaman is back in. Okay, so the theme of this is political parties and their leaders. You will also find a quiz about that under current affairs. All right. Next one, static top 5. All right, so the theme of this is Danish excellence on the world stage. So the Telegraph, which is a newspaper in England, gave a shout out to Silkeborg as a tourist destination. All right, and this happened, what, a couple days ago? All right, Balladai jumped FMZ and Baobab, now at number 1. Balladai is a legend. Round of applause to Balladai. All right, we have 7 questions to go. Yes, so this is also Danish excellence on the world stage. So Denmark is opening the biggest commercial production of e-methanol in Kassel. Most of you haven't seen these things. I don't think these questions, well, this particular question is going to show up because I don't think it's the most important one. But if it does, we've seen it before. So all the people that got this wrong.
Now you know what you don't know.
Okay, top five reshuffle. Baladai, Nicholas, Caro, Sanapa, and Ruth. Four participants hit an answer streak of three. So Pernilla Rosenkrantz-Thiel has quit the parliament to focus on the communal elections. The theme of this is, politicians that are either retiring or quitting the parliament. She's not the most important one, I don't think. And it fits the theme, that's why it's here. This specific one, I don't think is going to show up. Okay, next one. I think that was it for current affairs. Now we're moving on to Danish values. Excuse me. We have Baladai, Sanapa, Baobab, Nicholas, and Yanzaman. That was a combo breaker, so people dropped down to a streak of three. Four people. Next one. All right, so the theme of this question is gender equality within the context of libraries. Like I discussed before, it's usually the same themes that keep on showing up, but within different contexts. So an example was gender equality within the context of swimming pools. This one is within the context of libraries, and also gender equality within the context of churches as well showed up. All right. Static top five. Next one. Donatus. I'll address that. Okay, what's this about? Yes, so this is crimes against the state. We talked about that in the session as well. If you are not here, please watch that video. It's important. Donatas, we had a session on current affairs, but I always talk about the themes of the questions. And you can find on your profile under current affairs all the different questions that we've practiced so far. There's one big fat one here, which has like 29 questions or something like that. We had a session dedicated to this one. The rest of these ones are current affairs that I put in the mock tests. And watch some of the videos as well if you haven't. It's usually famous dead people. Okay, basically, there's always going to be political parties and their leaders, which you will find here. The government, which you will find here. Then famous dead people, retiring sports, excellence on the world stage, retiring sports people, excellence on the world stage. So if Denmark did well in something, sports, chemistry, physics, if someone won the Nobel Prize, and so on and so forth. And then scandals. So for instance, when I think this is a while ago, the mayor had to quit because of some assault or something like that. And then the security situation. So whenever there's like a terrorist attack or the shooting that happened in fields. Something with the military. That has been showing up a lot. And I can't remember, there's like 5 or 6 of them, but I talk about them extensively. And all the questions from current affairs on the website fit those themes. So I don't try to stuff everything in. I only pick out questions that fit the themes that show up as a pattern in all the previous tests. And by doing that, I've actually been able to spot 4 out of 5 questions consistently for the last 5 tests or something like that. So hopefully that streak continues and you guys would have seen most, if not all, of the current affairs questions that are going to show up on the test. All right. I hope that made sense. Okay, crimes against the state again. It's stated clearly there. All right, we've got 2 more and we're done. You know the theme here, right? How is it a Danish value? What do you mean? Yeah, it's a crime against the state, so it is not a Danish value. If you were here, okay, I'll try and explain again. So, like I said, if you didn't show up to the session on Danish values, I highly recommend you go and watch that video. Okay? So in the Danish values questions, they talk about there's 2 groups, right? So there's things that are at the core of Danish norms and traditions and things that are not at the core. So that question that you just saw is an example of something that's not. So crimes against the state. Okay? And I talk about all the different categories. I go into a lot of detail with that. So please watch that video. I don't want to waste everyone else's time that actually was at the session. This here is talking about freedom, specifically freedom of religion, which is at the core of Danish norms and traditions. This is actually even written into the constitution. All right, next one. Okay, so we have Baladai, Sanapa, Baobab, Nicholas, and Yenzelman. I know all these names. Shout out to you guys. Round of applause. Okay, last question. Yeah, I know Nicholas. I made a mistake the last time. You guys are not going to let me rest in this, huh? Yes, DEAX. Stay and play Melbo Escapes Phone. It's good practice. Okay, that was the last question. What was this about? Freedom. Yeah, freedom of choice. All right, podium. Baobab, well done. Danapa, number 2, and Baladai, of course, at number 1, yeah? Yes. Okay, we've got Nicholas and Yenzelman, 4 and 5. Let's see.
NearlyDanish.com.